Welcome to the LabVIEW Ability Enhancement Lab. In this video, we are going to write VI program to find sum of n numbers using for loop. In LabVIEW, a for loop structure is used to execute a block of code a specific number of times, which is determined by a count terminal. Count terminal is represented by n. This numeric input determines the number of iterations the loop is going to execute. Next, we can able to see iteration terminal, that is indicated by I. This terminal provides the current iteration number. It is starting from 0 and incrementing by 1 for each loop execution. Considering the loop body, the code placed inside the for loop structure, which will be executed repeatedly based on the count terminal's value. Let's start the VI program. When we want to perform sum of n numbers, the n numbers refers to the total obtained by adding a sequence of n numbers together. Numbers refers to from 1 till the value of n, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It continues up to the value of n. If we consider the example, if n value is equal to 5, then we can add from the value of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. It gives the sum as 50. Open the new VI. To perform sum of n numbers, we need a controller and an indicator. First, let's select the numeric control. Right click on the front panel, select numeric. In that, select numeric control. Place it on the front panel. Corresponding icon is represented on the block diagram. Name that as enter the number n. Then, to select the numeric indicator, right click on the front panel, select new. In that, select numeric indicator. Rename that as sum of n numbers. Corresponding icon will be represented on the block diagram. As we are performing sum of n numbers, we need a for loop to perform the same operation for n number of times. In order to select that, right click on the block diagram. Under function palette, select structures. In that, select for loop. Place it on the block diagram. We can see the iteration terminal and count terminal. Let's name the for loop. Right click on the structure, select visible item, then select label. We can see the name for. As we are performing sum of n numbers should be added for n number of times, so we need adder. Right click on block diagram, select numeric. In that, select add and place it within the for loop. To increment the iteration, we need an incrementer. In order to select that, right click on block diagram, select numeric. In that, select increment. Place it within the for loop. Let's establish the connection. Connect the count terminal n of for loop to the enter the number n numeric controller. Then change the numeric controller representation as long. To perform that, right click on the enter the number n, select representation. In that, select long. Now the controller color is going to change to blue in color. Similarly, change the representation of indicator. Right click on the indicator, select representation. In that, select long. Now the icon color changes to blue. Next, we have to add shift register to the for loop. Shift register is used to store data during looping. The shift registers access data and return the value from previous iteration. Let's add the shift register. Click on the corner of the for loop, select add shift register. We can able to see the shift register at the left and right side of the for loop. Now let's connect left side of the shift register to one of the input of adder. Now we can see the red cross line, that is the broken line. Once we establish the output of add, we can able to see the unbroken line. So now connect output of adder to the right side of the shift register. Another input of adder is connected to the output of increment. Input of increment is connected to the iteration. Right side of shift register output is connected to the indicator, that is sum of n numbers. We need to connect a constant to the left side of the shift register. To perform that, right click on the block diagram, select numeric. In that, select numeric constant. Place it outside the loop. give the value as 0 so that it is not going to make any changes when we'll perform addition. Connect that to the input side of left side of the shift register. To name the adder, right click on the add block, select visible item, label. Similarly, for increment also, right click, select visible item, label. If we give the input value as 2 and run the VI, we are going to get the output value as 3. 2 plus 1, it gives the value as. If we change the value to 3, the result will be 6. If we change the input value to 4, the output value will be 10. If we change the input value to 5, the sum of n numbers will be 15. Same way, if we keep on changing the value, the corresponding sum of those many numbers will be resulted in the sum of n numbers. In this way, we can able to find sum of n numbers using for loop.